Hi, we're here with Keith and Mike from, of course, one of my favorite brands, Lovely Cigars. Even though they're out of Green Bay, boo.
Even though we're out of Green Bay, come on now.
But we still love everything that they put out, guys.
Go.
Welcome. Glad to be able to catch up with you guys. It's been way too long.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, we have anything new that we're coming out with this year that we can expect?
Newest stuff that we got, we have our Bay City, we have our Maduro and our Connecticut that we came out with last year, but we're releasing at this show our Robusto Gordo. So that's a 5.5 by 54. Same blend, but definitely a different experience when you're smoking it versus our Toro size.
Excellent. So let's kind of, for a refresher for maybe some of the newer viewing audience out there who's not familiar with you or watch me gush over your cigars, which I hate, freaking Green Bay. But let's start over here. You guys can kind of run through some of your core line and some of your other line stuff.
Yeah, so on the left side here we have our 162 line, Ecuadorian Habano wrapper, Sumatran binder, all Nicaraguan fillers. Moving over to the right, we have our original Elegante X2. Again, Ecuadorian Habano, but it's got a Mexican binder, all Nicaraguan fillers. Then we come over to our Bay City Maduro and our Connecticut. Like I said, we originally came out with our Toro sizes. This year we're featuring the Robusto Gordo size. Those are our, Mexican, San Andreas Mexican Maduro, Ecuadorian Connecticut. Both have Sumatran binders and all Nicaraguan fillers. It's the same binder and filler, just the only difference is the wrapper. So you can really see the dramatic difference a wrapper can really make on a cigar. This is not a mild, super flavorless Connecticut. It's got great flavor, great feel, mouthfeel. It's got that creamy Connecticut, and our Maduro's got that rich Maduro flavor. So.
I say about the Connecticut when people ask when they're not looking for something light or mild, I usually recommend the Bay City Connecticut because I call it creamy punchy because it packs that punch with the spice to it, but it still has that kind of buttery, toasty creaminess that you want in a Connecticut without it being kind of more on the light side. So you up the game on the Connecticut side there, especially when you're looking for something that may not be a morning stick like most people like with it, but it is. I look at it as an all day or anytime stick just because of that Nicaraguan filler in there really punches up the blend.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I've been saying, like, the Connecticut is really, when you think of a Connecticut, our Connecticut is like on the other end of the spectrum for Connecticut. And the Maduro, when you think of a Maduro, ours really teeters on another side of Maduro. It's a very unique Maduro, very unique Connecticut. Exactly what Mike said. The wrapper makes such a huge difference, and it really is. The innards are all the same, but it's just the outer. But it's completely different rind. It's a completely different rind.
The one thing I like, because I'm not the biggest fan of Indonesian in there, but yet your guys who manufacture and blend on that did a good job of really keeping a lot of that bitterness that it's known for out of the cigar, which I think is an important aspect to it. Because that seems to be the downside a lot of people have with Indonesian tobacco, too bitter on it. And your guys did a perfect job because it adds the right amount of bitter, like the good bitter to it, not that bad bitter taste that you expect.
Yeah, and we've been on your show a couple times. We've had a blast. So I think the big thing this year from people that have recognized us from your show is that now purchasing online is very easy. You go right to lovelycigars.com. You can purchase our cigars right from our website. We will have fulfillment, and it's all shipped out within 48 hours. So on your doorstep, week and a half. So that is a big thing that I'm selling to anyone who's listening that has said, hey, where can I get a lovely cigar? And we've in the past have said, well, you gotta find a shop. And we still are in shops. But also, if you want to get a lovely cigar, go to lovelycigars.com. It is ready and available for you to purchase today.
That's awesome. Do you guys have anything new that you're working on that's going to come out maybe later in the year, or is that hush-hush for now?
Well, we're just talking with our manufacturer today about doing something. So, yeah, we do, but it's still not. We're not releasing any details at this point because it's still a little bit in flux.
Because the details aren't necessarily all hashed out. But yes. Don't be surprised if come the fall we might have another lovely cigar out to enjoy.
That's excellent, man. love what you guys do out there. Love your brand.
Thank you.
Out there, and definitely, it's one of those brands that I'm sold on from.
Thank you.
The first time I met you guys and had you on the Tuesday show to having you guys on the Monday show. Love having you guys on, talking with you guys, and you guys do crush it out there. So thank you so much for all you guys do out there, because I appreciate
Thank
it.
you for everyone that's watching.
Really appreciate it.
All right,
Thanks,
guys,
everybody.
thank you so much.